everyone, it's Chad and welcome back. I'm back here to creating content. So today I'm gonna show you my new car. No, it's not this Corvette right here, but it's this 70 series Toyota Land Cruiser. Let's talk about this car for a second. This specific model never came to the United States. They started making them back in the 80s and they continue making them till now. They still make them everywhere in the world, but we still don't get them here in the country. Something about these cars which is very unique. They're very underpowered, they're very classic, indestructible, and they consume a lot of gas. Now let's talk about this specific car, how I bought it and how it got here. By the way, this is my second one. My first one is a white one. I did not post that one for this specific one. I bought it back when I was in Saudi Arabia in May. Currently we're end of September. The owner reached out to me on Instagram and he said he has this car that he wants to sell. I've seen it listed, but he took the ad down like almost a year prior. We kept going back and forth. He reached out to me, sent me a bunch of videos. He wants to sell it to me specifically. Why? I don't know why. Again, we went back and forth. I wanted to see in person. I was in Riyadh and he was in Dammam. That was like about 3-hour difference. I could not make the trip. I had to fly out to a different city. We could not meet. I ended up buying it sight unseen, sent him the money. He transferred the title to a friend that I know over there in Saudi Arabia. He puts it under his name and it waited for a few months until it got shipped to me. It's a process from finding the car, paying for it, transferring it to the person that you know, and then doing all the export documents, booking the container, and then having it come here, clearing it, and then getting it delivered here, and then titling it is a very lengthy process. This is a 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ75. These ones come with an inline 6 4.5 liter carbureted engine. They are very underpowered, they consume a lot of gas, but again, these are 1,000,000-mile engines. But before we focus on the mechanical stuff, let's talk about the styling of this thing. This thing is classic. This one started in the 80s and they kept the same style until 2006. After that, they changed the front end. It has a different front end currently and it's still going till now. I just made the last revision in 2023. But this one, it stays the best, the most favorite one to everyone in Middle East and anywhere in the world. In fact, this body style with hundreds of thousands of kilometers costs just as much as a brand new one they can buy from the dealer. Why? There's just something about there is just something about this style that everyone loves and something about the engine that everyone loves because it's got the straight inline 6. Most unique things about this generation's 70 series is these circular headlights that come from the FJ40, which is a legendary car. This one specifically has got a solid front bumper and also has split wheels, which not many people can disassemble. But if we go from here back, this style, this specific bed, it's identical what you can buy 2024. Now let's take a look at the inside. Keep in mind, this car hasn't been cleaned in months right now. It's filthy, but let's take a look and see what we have. Very classic door handle. It's the same door handle that they made in the 80s that you can find in 2024. The same exact door handle. Open the door, very classic. We have door steps. You get up here, huge steering wheel, which again, we got the technology that we can tilt it up and down. Very awesome. This one has an RPM gauge. It's got the cluster right there. And this one specifically has 233,000 kilometers. My previous one had less than 60,000 kilometers. That's why I could not drive it because it has such a low mileage. But this one, I wanted one with higher mileage so I can drive and not even worry about the mileage. We sit down, it's very standard, very old school seating. You don't have a lot of room. You can move the seat forward and back. You can slide it, but very limited movement. And if we can take a look in here, sometimes when you get something from a country that doesn't have a lot of parts, end up with a screw right here on the window switches. But the good thing is I found this one and it's on order and it's gonna be here soon. All right, now I'm gonna get the car washed and then we're gonna take it to get some gas in it and then we'll talk about that as well. the car, we're about to go and get some gas. One thing I wanted to mention to you is AC controller. It's very basic, it's got the slider, but you know what, it functions. And one thing that these cars don't come with is they don't have heat, so they only have AC, meaning you can only drive it in the summer. Okay, the video that we recorded in the truck we could not keep because the thing is too bouncy. The reason is because it has leaf springs in the front and leaf springs in the back. That one changed after 2006 when they changed the body style. Another thing is all of them came with a manual transmission. Until 2024, they finally added the automatic transmission. Now let's pump up some gas. The most unique things about the 70 series pickup truck, outside of it being already unique, this one specifically has two fuel tanks. The main one is right here and the auxiliary one is right here. Let's fill it up and see how much it costs to get this truck filled up. You might think this one takes fancy fuel, but all it needs is just 87 because this is what it is. 1980s. All it takes is just some regular fuel. Wow. I'm about to go broke. Holy moly, that was an expensive video. Wow. Wow. And this one's not even full either. Stopped. There it is. Two fuel tanks are full right now, from empty to full. And this thing cost me $153.18, and it took 42 gallons and a half. That's a lot of fuel.